Hello. So this is a reading to just go through the energies around this time because it has been quite an intense August so far, with the partial lunar eclipse in some parts of the world, and then with the 8-8 Lions Gateway portal being at its peak, and it's closing around the 12th of August, I believe. So it's still going on right now, and then with the upcoming Mercury in retrograde, it's just very energetic, plus the total solar eclipse. So do be careful around then. Protect your eyes if you're planning on going and watching it, of course, and make sure not to have really heavy foods preceding it and following it, and make sure to just be as light as possible. Light in the sense that you don't overload your thoughts, you don't overload your body with substances. Just try to be as light as possible so that the rays do not affect you as much. But if I had to recommend something, it would be to perhaps stay indoors if possible and just not even look at the eclipse, because it's not a very positive thing, because the sun is radiant and bright and gives us life on this planet Earth, and when it's being blocked, it's almost symbolic, and it's like there's a block to positivity for those few hours, and we do not want that. We want to be positive and radiant. So if you can, try not to even look at it. But if you are an enthusiast, then do go for it, but be cautious. And yes, so let's get into the reading. So I'll pick out a few cards for the energies around this time, and then we'll see what the angels have to say, and maybe what keepers of the light have for us as well. So we'll just see how it goes. Okay, so we have our 4 cards here. So let's just see what kind of a story they're building up for us. Okay, the first card is Death. Perfect. So this is the card number, it's a bit blur, the card number 13, and then 13 is 3 plus 1, which adds up to 4, which is an energetic number. So death is symbolic. It is the leaving off of the old and then bringing in the new, which is what eclipses are about. It's a time of change, a time of transition. So there definitely in your personal life is going to be some form of change, but on a global scale as well, with this partial eclipse. And then I believe with the total solar eclipse, it's going to be even more energetic. So it's one step now, and then the second step later on, to bring in this collective new wave of consciousness, as can be seen from this bright beam of light with the butterflies symbolizing change. And this is an Ankh, which represents the feminine aspect. So there could be feminine rising, not just with the people who identify as feminine, but even the masculine has some feminine within them, and that could be coming to the forefront at this time. Could be a time of introspection. And these are, I believe, they represent peace. So it may be a time of forgiveness, leaving the past behind, and whatever didn't serve you, to observe it and then see how far it has brought you till here, but realize that it's not going to serve you anymore, so it's best left in the past. And it could refer to a chapter in your life, a habit or even a way of thinking. So it could be one of these three things. And there is a metamorphosis that's going to take place, renewal. So that's all very exciting. Okay, let's just... Okay, so let's see the next card. Okay, this is the the Page of Pentacles, but it's reversed. So Pentacles stands for earthy energies, so that which we need on this planet Earth to survive. So it's materialistic things, so it's literal things which we need in our day-to-day lives. So when this Page of Pentacles is reversed, there is a slight insecurity or a doubt within yourself about your ability to succeed. So it comes with this card. Whenever there's an ending, you're afraid to take the next step because you don't know what is on the horizon and what is coming up for you. But have the faith that whatever is coming is going to be the best for you, because even the skies are pointing out to you that through the eclipse that yes, it is going to be a positive change, but there may be a lot of shifting that needs to be done within yourself personally as well as collectively. A lot of changes have to take place, and while that is unsettling for most of us, it's going to bring in a new and renewed sense of you, and why wouldn't you want that? And it also represents perhaps a delay in reaching goals. So one, you have had to let go of something, some thoughts. There may be a period wherein you feel the energy is just stagnant, nothing is moving for you, and you don't know what the next step is. But have the faith, and even though this is the energy right now, if you can be introspective and really think about it, because of being the feminine and with the Ankh symbolism, what is going to come to you is the manifestation of dreams, reaching your goals, and obtaining comfort and success and all that you aspire to achieve. And she is sitting in a tree which holds a lovely pentacle right here, and it's at the forefront. So this is the emphasis on the card, and she is feeling really happy and really peaceful. You can see it from her face. She's playing some music, and she's confident that her enthusiasm for learning is going to bring in prosperity. So there definitely is a learning lesson here. There's a learning curve, but from that, you know that prosperity is yours, and it's yours to stay. Okay, let's check out the next card. What does it say? Okay, so it's another Pentacles card. So again, Pentacles is for materialism, what keeps us here on this planet Earth, but it's reversed. So when it's reversed, it represents again someone who does not want to take the steps to attain the knowledge that they need to master a skill. So it's getting back to this card wherein there is a slight hesitation, and there is almost a literal gap where you feel you have to jump over this gap, and you're afraid you may fall into it, but that's not going to happen. And that's again reflected in this card. So there is a stagnation that comes through with this card. So with stagnation, prolonged periods of stagnation, you feel, why should I continue? This is not bringing me any success. It's not going my way. Is this really what is in my future? Shouldn't really focus on this. So while this is your energy right now, again, if you can be introspective, think about it, be in your divine feminine. This is for masculines too. If you can turn the energies around, there is a completion of short-term goals, and you can see the bigger picture, see things more clearly, and being persistent and using your hard work, your dreams can be achieved, which is what this card has reflected. And so this man and this woman, so it could be the feminine, the masculine within you, or the feminine and masculine in a relationship dynamic. They are doing different tasks, but they're working together towards a solid goal. So it's come from the death of something, you learn a lesson, you're a bit apprehensive, but once you shift the energies around, you're truly in your element, you're abundant, you're peaceful, you're radiant, and perhaps then you can bring in two energies, so it's not just, lonesome like these cards have reflected. It's either the duality within you or the duality within a relationship. So, and there is a little bird here which is holding a seed in its beak, so it's the beginning of great things to come. Now let's see the last card. The last card appeared this way, as in this way, so you can either take it upright or reversed depending on your situation. So let's see upright right now. Okay, so this is the Six of Swords. So swords represents the air energy, the air element. So when it is upright, it's talking about moving away from something in your past. Again, after being contemplative, you realize this thing was just not serving you, so you have to move on. You see how the swords are, she's let them go, and it's a wintry sort of setting, but she's moving forward. And while there is a sense of sadness from leaving something behind, there is an anticipation, a positive new hope, as can be seen from the light here, of the journey ahead, of whatever positivity is going to be brought into your life. But if you relate more to the reversed meaning, there is going to be a delay in a trip. It could be a short-term one or a long-term one, or just a delay in action, a delay in taking the steps that you need to see this radiant hope, which again is what was there in these two cards. And there can also be a refusal to accept help out of a tough situation. So you may feel like doing things alone, but this card has told you that you need to work with two energies, either within yourself or within a partnership. So if you do decide to do it on your own, things may not be manifested as easily as if you have some help. And there's a resistance to moving forward or making a decision. So all of these cards, they talk about leaving the old behind, manifesting a bright radiant future, working with duality, working with dual energies, and truly moving forward to a brighter day, and to see how far you've come thus far. And this one being so energetic, I think these cards perfectly sum up what's going to happen for you. But there is a really positive radiance that's coming your way, so that is excellent. So let's see which keeper of the light has a message to share with us. Okay, so two cards popped out, so I think two. Ooh. And these are perfect at this time. Okay, so first we have Hilarion, Divine Healing. On your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal, your light can support others. So this is talking about retreat, death of the old, birth of the new. You may need to take some time out for yourself at first, and then this dual energy. So let's see what message Hilarion has for us. And this card is so green, and I apologize if it's a bit bright, but there's a lot of green going on in this card, and that stands for healing, especially heart healing. Or if you are a healer, this is a message for you to continue, because the world right now is in need of light. So if you can bring in light in any way, shape, or form, please do it. It need not be your occupation. We can bring in light in the smallest of ways, like stopping the consumption of animals, because animals are friends. Or you can help out at a shelter. You can help people who are less fortunate than you. You can donate old clothes. There are so many ways in which you can bring in the light. You need not be a professional healer. We all have this light within us. We just have to believe, and believe that whatever we put forth into the world is going to help at least one person. So Hilarion, he is a spiritual master who lived in the Middle East. So he felt a call to go to the retreat of Saint Anthony in the Egyptian desert, and he was busy with people needing healing. So after a while, he went back home with some monks, and unfortunately, his parents passed away. So he was so devoted to this service that he gave their estate to his brothers and the poor. And for the rest of his life, he lived as a hermit in a cave, and he performed miracles with his prayers and touch. So that is such a giving soul. We can learn so much from him. So to this day, he is dedicated to healing, but he also helps spiritual people who feel overly sensitive to overcome their challenges and integrate with the normal world. So if you have been feeling, really lonely with your healing practice or with the changes that have been occurring in your life, you can call upon Hilarion, and it'll help you feel not so alone, and he'll make you see that you truly are needed. Your light is needed to be shown brightly onto this world, especially during the eclipse when the sun is blocked. So we need your radiant light. So the extended message is the world can seem overwhelming to you, and it's okay to retreat to a safe place every now and then to cleanse and recharge your energy. And it's not just okay, it is absolutely necessary. So you can't just keep healing others, you need to heal yourself as well. It always has to be a balance. Yes, do ensure that you're filled up with light, love, and energy first, so that you're not sacrificing your own development for others. You're surrounded by the healing light of Hilarion and the healing angels at this time, so that you can recharge and feel whole. And one of the healing angels is Archangel Raphael. So he works with the heart energy and with green colors, so you can call upon him as well. Okay, let's keep this card maybe here. Okay. And then the next card, which is again perfect, is Kanima, facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar, and it truly is a very spiritual time with whatever is happening in the sky. So let's see what message she has for us. Okay. So Kanima is the Hindu goddess of death and rebirth. She brings old cycles to an end so we can experience transformation, which is exactly what this death card is about. She's strong, fierce, fiery, and a powerful image of the divine feminine. Many have been intimidated by her, but she is a mother energy and therefore completely loving. She's like a fierce mother protecting her child from harm. So only if you love someone fiercely would you protect them and love them. Even if it seems harsh to the outside world, you will do whatever it takes to protect this person or these people that you love. And that's the energy which is coming forth from you at this time. And her heart is lit up as well. So even though these skulls are here, it's just taking away the old, whatever skeletons in your closet, removing them, and truly being a light in this world. She has a dark energy like the night sky, but it consumes fear and leaves only love. She's the twin flame of the god Shiva and has even been known to slay his ego so that he can reveal his true loving self. So again, it's the divine feminine with the Ankh reflected there, coming forward. And if your divine masculine or the divine masculine within you has been taking precedence and has been too much in the ego, It's time for the feminine to slay that ego, because that's not going to help anyone. So, the extended message: this is a time when you're able to look fear in the eye and move away from it. Fear is just energy, and energy can be changed. This can be an intense experience because the human self is so conditioned that it may be used to operating with fear present. This world is filled with fear, not with love, unfortunately, so it's natural to feel fear first before love. But if you can transcend this fear, you are going to find the love, which is the true essence within you. When the fear is gone, it may feel as though an emptiness is there, but this is space for love and miracles to enter. You're being filled with the courage of spirit now so that you can move from this phase of your life to the next. Trust the process and call on Kalima to help you release your fear and step into a space that's strong, focused, and courageous. So just be brave. Know that whatever comes your way, you can overcome it with your healing touch, with Hilarion, with Kalima, with your own energies, with your masculine, with your feminine, with people around you who love you. Everyone is there backing you up, so there's no need to feel fear at this time. Just be confident that these positive changes are coming your way and just be grateful for them. Because how many times, do you get to experience an eclipse? It's not every day that it comes around, so it's definitely a time for change, so just go along with the collective energy. Okay, so now it's time for you to think for a question, and we'll see what answer the angels have for us. Okay, and this answer I think is perfect. It ties in perfectly with this reading. And the angels are telling you if you believe. So whatever you've asked, and again this green is coming through. So do heal your heart. If you're a healer, continue healing. Actually, all of us are healers in our own way, shape, or form. So do heal yourself, heal others in whatever way that you feel is best. And the answer is if you believe. So if you believe that these changes are for the best, and if you believe that you can overcome this death of an old thought pattern or whatever is not serving you, to be abundant, to work with duality, and then to truly come out of it into a bright future, to heal yourself, and to look at the cycles and look fear in the eye and overcome it. And it's the lion's gate. So what is the lion known for? Courage. So it's just time for you to face your fears and know that if you believe, anything is possible. And I believe this is a Makaba, so you can work with sacred geometry at this time. It's a very energetic time. So I wish all of you the best. Never fear. Great things are coming your way. It's for the collective. These events happen in the night sky because the cosmos, the elements in the cosmos, they're aware that at this time a lot of healing and light is needed. So these events are happening perfectly timed. And never doubt your abilities. Even if people tell you you're not good enough or you're constantly being compared, you are good enough. You have been gifted these abilities for a reason. Do use them to the best of your ability, because you never know whom you're helping out. Even if one person is helped, you have done what you have come here to do and to experience. So I wish you the best. I wish you luck, radiance, positivity always. If you have any questions, please leave it down in the comment section. If you have any comments, please leave them. And if you have any suggestions, to write them down so I can look them through and see how I can improve and give you the best of readings. Thank you.